It's the day after the festival. Good morning, nice job yesterday, K-chan. You didn't do so badly yourself, Mion. Yesterday was fun. Oh, that's right, Keiichi-kun, thank you ever so much. For Mr. Bear. I'm glad you like it. Don't use it as a pincushion though. I wouldn't. That's kind of an odd thing to say to not use them as. Still chatting happily, we entered the classroom, but the moment I stepped into the room, a splashing sound and a nasty sensation. There was a bucket filled to the brim with water, and unfortunately, my foot stepped right into it. Damn you, Sakan-ho! Oi now, how diligent of you to mop the floor this morning! Clop, 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 flop, woof. Wah! Keiichi-san flicked my forehead! You should set more brutal trap next time. Seeing that Venner began to swoon as Mion looked on dejectedly. What could be more what could be more brutal than the trap that was set up before, like the one with the thumbtacks and nearly falling onto an inkstone? What could be worse than that? Actually, shouldn't ask, should I? Should not ask. Everything was the same as always. Everybody was there and nothing felt out of place. The uncertainties I had in the back of my mind since yesterday had vanished. What is it, Keiichi-kun? Did it get enough sleep maybe? Maybe? I slept like a log, but if you want I'll do a reenactment during class. You shouldn't do that. Mion alerted us that the teacher was coming, so everyone shuffled off to their seats, and me with my slightly damp lower leg. Good morning everyone. So yesterday was the festival. Thank you for all the people who stayed until the very end to help clean up. We were all slackers, so none of us actually helped clean up. Yay! Actually also the rest are kids, aren't they, so they definitely would have stayed. Actually I had a feeling that the only thing we did was run around the festival causing a ruckus. Okay then, this time of year you might see some people from out of town doing interviews about the festival for magazines. I thought it was the usual stuff, so I was going to tune it out, but then I noticed the different tone in her voice and started paying attention. You may be asked questions. Please don't say anything silly or something that will be taken the wrong way. Do you understand? In unison everyone replied, "Yes, ma'am." What she said was really vague, but I understood what she was trying to say. After all, this was the 5th year. There were probably lots of third-rate reporters pouring in, hoping something regarding the curse had happened. It did nothing but perpetuate the village's bad image. She was saying, "Don't spout stupid shit you think is funny." And now I was one of the ones who needed to keep their mouths shut. I found it rather cute how I felt a sense of unity from such a trite thing, if I do say so myself. So don't do the usual stuff of having your crass sense of humour whilst you're talking to reporters, Keiichi. I was summoned to club activities after school. Since everyone was still pretty tired from yesterday, we just spent the day relaxing. Yeah, that wasn't happening. I don't know, yeah, so we're not gonna relax peaceful. That's not happening. Today, let's play a classic game of deduction. How about this one? Oh, a game from overseas. Looks interesting. Wonder what game it is. The instructions are in English, but the rules don't seem that hard. I won't lose, you hear? I'm not too bad at this game. It seems that Renner didn't handle this kind of game very well. You know what the game is? The rules are, the person who can match the murder weapon and scene of crime wins. There are 3 kinds of cards comprised of the suspect weapons and locations. I can see that the names Mion and Rika were written on the suspect cards. Oh, a card with my name on it as well. There were plenty of different weapons too, like knives, axes and poison. The locations are pretty nice too, like the living room, the study and the court. Yeah, they're playing Cluedo, aren't they? It is definitely Cluedo, and no idea what it's called in the US. I know it's called something different in the US, but is it just Clue in there over there? I can't recall. So basically, you can take one of each of the cards. These are your answer cards. So we shuffle the remaining cards and hand them out. We ask each other about the cards and figure out the right ones. Ah, I see. So the cards nobody has are the true perpetrators. Then you raise your hand if you know the answer. The game ends, and we check if the answer is correct. If you're right, then you get a point. If you're wrong, then you lose a point. Since the game ends, even if no one gets it right, all the cards are gathered up and redistributed. I said that wrong. Oh well. You'll learn as you go. You really have to use your brain. You get confused if you don't take notes. The rest you can figure out by playing. So, Mion, what's the penalty this time? Everyone directed their attention to Mion. Let's see. We're all still a little tired from yesterday, so maybe we'll take it easy with a golfer penalty. And we asked to rush out and buy stuff for everyone. So just being asked to go buy stuff like drinks and candy, I guess. I feel like the penalty today is pretty simple. I wonder, is it really? Because I guess it's like, with that kind of penalty, you can ask for some really big stuff like several 2 liters of like fizzy drinks and stuff. So having to carry a 4-pack of them around is not 2 liters, that's what, 8 liters of stuff to carry back on top of whatever stuff anyone else gets as well. That would be horrible. Is Keiichi san thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah. You don't want to know what you have. You don't know what you have to go buy. I'm betting. Oh god. I'm betting Mion would send out whoever loses to buy stuff like hemorrhoid cream or family planning manuals or other crazy stuff. Oh yeah, there are those kind of stuffs, aren't they? So embarrassing stuff. I should want to be quite shameful of go out and buy a pack of condoms or something. I don't know why I went there. Anyway, the cards were lightly shuffled and passed out to each player. The real perpetrator, the correct weapon, the scene of the murder had been taken out, so that means all the cards I have in my hands are innocent cards. Then, I'll go first since I'm the club president, I guess. Oh then, Mion, knife, study. I picked one suspect, one weapon and murder scene and ask each person. Okay. You pick one suspect, weapon and murder scene and ask each person. If you have any of these cards, then you must say which one. However, you don't need to say which one you have. Yeah, I got it. Me too. I have one. Oh my, all of them are here. 3 people answered when she said if they had Mion, knife and study. That means that Mion and knife and study are all in the clear. I got to jot that down. Then I'll go. Renner, axe, lounge. Only 2 people said they had that one. So it means out of Renner, axe and lounge, one of them is correct and is part of the crime. No wait, if they say they have one, they don't have to say how many. It's possible that either Sakuto or Rika-chan has 2 of the cards. Well, Kei-chan is next, go ahead. Wait just a little. I still sort out things. Still sorting things out. This game has made me thinking more than I thought. Oh man, this feels like it's gonna be tough. And we're skipping it over apparently. Skipping most of it over. Alright, now I have the criminal. What? Already? Here I am spinning around in circles and Mion just now raises her hand. The murderer is Rika-chan, in the infirmary with poison. Well, Mion drew the card on the box and we checked to see if her deduction was right. You were right! All I needed was one more hand. I couldn't tell whether it was poison or a pistol. I never use a pistol. I like killing them slowly with poison. That's really terrifying. Rika-chan said such a hugely terrifying thing with such a sweet little face. Everyone was making a commotion about how they almost had it. Ren and I were left out in the cold though. How did you do it, Keiichi-kun? I couldn't guess this at all. Don't worry, I had no idea either. How can you both be so unsure? You'll both end up being in last place at this rate. That's even worse! Going off buying something together as a couple? If we ended up having to buy that happy family planning guide. Oh, that would be funny to see. I can tell from Keiichi's expression that he's not very good at this game. What? That's not true. I'll show you the true power of Sherlock Maibara during the next round. My mind, that sounds just wonderful. I shall give you quite the thrashing. Sherlock Maibara, we shall soon after 7 alone. After that, I managed to somewhat grasp the trick behind the game, when I was still always a step or two behind. I saw that Mio was somehow gleaning information from how the others were asking their questions. That sort of experience was too much. The only way I could stage a comeback was if I became ruthless. I tossed out the simple concept of deduction and switched over to the thought process needed to win. The important thing to find out the criminal. But the important thing isn't to find out the criminal, it's to win the game. Eureka! Ah, sorry, I need to go to the bathroom. Take your time and squeeze out a nice one. Mii-chan, that's gross. That's just gross. I had them hold off the game and headed down the hall. The air was crisp. This is a rather changing atmosphere, isn't it? It showed how stagnant the air in the classroom was from our body heat. On the school grounds, some of our classmates were still playing around. After spending some time cooling my head, Rena had made her way towards me. Keiichi-kun, did you call for me? Yeah, I did. As I got up from my seat, I winked over at Rena. I'm glad it worked out. I didn't want to waste too much time, so I'll get right to the point. Rena, what's your record at this game we're playing today? She was taken aback. After a moment she hesitantly opened her mouth. Well, all losses. Why do you ask, I wonder? I could tell from how apprehensive she was playing. The way things are going, I will as well. I can't figure out a way to pull a fast one. I can't figure out a way to pull off a last minute comeback on this one. So, I guess both of us will be taking that penalty? Hey, don't accept defeat already. How about we win this one? Both of us! But how can we? I brought my lips up to Rena's ear and whispered gentle whispers in her. Huh? Is that allowed? Did you forget, Rena? The second rule of our society. Do everything in your power to obtain victory. Yeah, I'll try my best. Our plan of attack was quite a rudimentary one. At the beginning of the game, everyone would be focusing on their hands for a while, taking notes and whatnot. Since our seats were right next to each other, we'd reveal our hands to each other. If we did it under the desk, then nobody would know. We began the game with twice as much information as everyone else. Having this much information would mean we'd need to investigate less. With this sort of plan of attack, we start off with a big lead over the other guys. Yeah, with this we can probably win. We both smirked at each other. If I was a shady businessman, then Rena was the corrupt senator. Pleasure doing business with you. And let's hurry back. We'll work as a duo to surprise everyone. Hey now, there's no point if we go back together. It would be like flat out telling them we made a little agreement. Oh sorry, then what do we do? Go back ahead of me, Rena. I'll take my time and come back after washing my face or something. Okay, got it. I turned around and headed back to the classroom. Guess I should wait a bit longer before going back. If I went too soon, it would seem like I went to the If I went too soon, it wouldn't seem like I went to the bathroom. If me or one of them suspected something, then there would be more problems. Well, they could figure it out sooner or later because both Ren and I would start winning over and over again. Both Ren and I will have earned enough points to avoid being losers by the time Mion realizes what has happened. Excellent. Not bad at all. My Barakun, may I have a moment? Huh? It's the teacher. Man, things are just getting good. What is it? I'm a bit... You have a guest. Please make your way to the entrance. A guest? It's not like I own a hotel. They have been waiting. Please hurry. It was rather unfortunate that I have someone waiting on me right before my big match, but I guess I was more interested in the unexpected guests. I didn't want to waste any time, so I decided to take care of it quickly and not inform my club members.